Yeah, honestly, it's all a bit of a blur at the moment. It all happened so quick. We rounded the mark. We had two boats on our inside and two boats on our outside. We got told we were locked by Spain and couldn't jibe, and then we saw the outside boats jibe. Honestly, I don't really know what happened, but all I knew was we were going to hit Canada, and our bow was aiming right for their strategist, and I sort of had a choice to make, and I just tried to keep people safe and not hurt people, so I just turned the boat as hard as I could into the mark. I knew the mark was there, I'd seen it, but it was either that or go straight through Canada, and so honestly, I'm just glad no one's hurt, because it was pretty scary on board. I mean, honestly, my initial thoughts is the event should take some sort of liability there. They've put the Mark 1 so close to the shore. We've got 5 boats coming at the shore with nowhere to go, and then they've got a finish mark there that doesn't need to be there. I don't think we should cop all the blame. I mean, my hand's up, I'll take a lot of the blame, and we should be docked season points, but hearing that it's 8 season points, I don't... my first reaction, I found out 30 seconds ago, that my first reaction is that's not really fair. I feel like the event shouldn't have had those marks there, and it was a huge accident waiting to happen. But I'll take our liability in it all, but no, first impression is pretty harsh.
It's been an absolutely amazing day. I think it's, for me, been the best day in SailGP history, hands down, and to come out on the right side of it after, such a tight battle to get into the finals, something that we're just blown away by. The support's been unreal. Yeah, it was obviously a real shame for Aussie to get knocked out so early on, and yeah, we have to see what they get in terms of penalty points and bits and pieces, but that first race was so hectic. There was a crash before the start, and then that kind of 3-boat pile up down the first run. We were squeezed hard on the boundary, but yeah, for the team to kind of pull through. We actually had a pretty disrupted build-up as well, with some pretty good damage on one of our foils from the mooring gear and leaving the boats in overnight, which was a bit of a shame, but yeah, to pull it all together and come up with a win and our best start in that last one, pretty stoked.
To race like that in front of a home crowd was unreal. I mean, it felt like we were dominant in the final and we were attacking it, and it felt really good. So yeah, just so stoked to come away from it with the win and in front of a home crowd.
Stand by. Bow left. Very high mode. Not bad. No lower, coming up slowly.
We sort of were quite focused on the Kiwis, knowing they were in the zone, we were in the zone, they were going to turn into us at some point, and yeah, we dropped our foil, went for the jibe, and there he was on the exit, and I guess you sort of hope the guys behind you have you and know you're going to turn, and yeah, it turns out he wasn't quite prepared enough for it, and yeah, it's a shame he ended up on the mark, and thankfully he didn't end up on us. We were so close to nailing that start, and we had a plan, we were very close to executing it, and the Kiwis did a pretty good job just to get a tiny hook on us, and I think our boat is full of water after the first crash of the day, and it did hinder us a little bit on the reach, and we sort of lost all our cant, which puts a whole lot of lift through the board and we lose control, but look, we gave it a crack. We rounded the bottom mark second and thought we'd throw it out there and try to split away from the Kiwis and go for the win.
Yes, I had the first-hand experience on that one. Had the bow quite literally almost hit me, so had the ducking position from there, but it was, yeah, that was the most scared I've been sailing so far.
That's boundary. What do you look like?
Looks like
yeah,
there.
it's good, eh?
Yep.
Forward. Down. Trying to get down here. Any downs I take? Down, no down.
Okay.
Okay, jibing right, turn.
It was all right. We'd obviously liked to have done a little bit better. We got ourselves into pretty good positions in almost every race. Yeah, just made a few too many errors, but the errors are pretty easily fixed. So yeah, certainly a much better day than our practice day, put it that way.
Fucking hell. Yeah, coffee.
Hey, nice guys.
Yep, we're going okay. Getting close to late here, Julie.
Stand by.
Fine.
It's the French coming across.
Speed's going to come quick here.
Aye, right. Standing.
Great.
I will.
Yeah, you know, all in all, what an unbelievable day. You know, it's super cool to be out here in some epic conditions. You know, the crowds were great, and yeah, we were a little sloppy. There's no doubt about it, and yeah, it definitely. You know, we had some moments where we were up in the front, and those little mistakes would, you know, push us back. So. Huge gains, though. You know, getting out there and you know, this is, I think, day 4 foiling as a group and as a team. So. Yeah, to be thrown into it in some pretty intense racing, and you know, we got hit in the first start, and it kind of flustered a little bit. So yeah, we'll go back and we'll just learn as much as we can for the future.
Just relax, Victor.